And welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. It's time to continue on the Rogue quest line. We're back in Lanosa, Lower Lanosa, whatever it is, at the Mage Guild. And Grinners in the Mist. Jackie appears eager to hunt down the Maelstrom's stolen treasures. So we're gonna get a new dagger. Well, it doesn't look like stuff we can use, but who knows? Been practicing your dance steps, Stick Man? Because we're about ready to run rings around Captain Meletis and her squads. The Yellow Jackets been pressing their investigations into the treasures, what was clawed from the Maelstrom tub. But as you know, we've got our own network of covers. What don't miss not of the goings on about town. As for the sharp end of the job, it'd be you, me, Underfoot, and Stray. Let's get down to business, eh? What do we know? The deities late to the feast, so I'll just make sure we're all on the same page for now. When you get down to it, we have two goals for this job. Bite back them their treasures, and near the codes what clawed them in the first place. You can be sure that Yellow Jacket's screw be doing her damnedest to beat us to the marks. And seeing as the fate of the guild is at stake, we'd best not drag our do-beaters on this one. I say we grabbing them baubles before she's even lifted anchor, and give her a proper reason to rage against us rogues. Yeah, seems awful keen on the contest all of a sudden, Jacko. Aye, well, here's the thing. I sent me a grievance to the bureaucracy regarding the Shrews challenge, but them paper shufflings don't care a whit as long as one of us gets the job done. So I figured I'll sail with the wind rather than against it. Besides, we wouldn't want to shrink our duties and force old poor Captain Militia to blunder about in the scary darkments, now would we? How very gentlemanly of ye. Well, them's the cards we've been dealt, aren't they? Now, stow your quips and let's hear what you've learned about them bloody treasures are. Aye, the treasures. According to the manifest of the Maelstrom vessel, we're looking to bite back the Koran Star, the Silver Sorrows, and something called the Black Sarcophagus. Which one are we going after today is the good question. Aside from the fancy names, I was able to whittle a few more details. The Garlean Star, for starters, is a big old blue diamond, what shines like, well, like a star, I suppose. And we've got the Silver Sorrows, a pair of earrings that once glanced the waters of a Sullian in Odal. There's a tale there, but one what don't concern us at the present. Lastly, this Black Sarcophagus thing, I'm afraid that one remained a mystery no matter how much I poked and prodded. In any case, all three of these trinkets were recorded as spoils from the official privateering raids. Now, as you know, the pirate usually sell his plunder through a reliable fence. Sometimes through holding an auction is the only way to offload goods. What is too extravagant or just too bleeding rare for the average cull to deal with. Our three wondrous treasures fell into the auction only category. When the bidding began in Airport, the Lashaksi weighed in with an ample purse, made some unmatchable offers, and organized a tub for the merchandise to be shipped back to Lamosa. And that's when our marks swooped in and picked their transport clean. Had a few wins with them Maelstrom sailors and survived the attack, and they pointed the finger at Grinn's curs. Problem is, not one cull seemed hide nor hair of the curs, not to mention their bloody ship since the raid. Huh, sorry I'm late, Jackie, but you want to hear this. Some of the cargo that was clotted from the transport was just found during a routine inspection at the Lithorian checkpoint. Lithorian? Had the Kurtz made landfall then? And what are the treasures? Any mention of them? Not that I've heard, but the jackets ain't done shaking out their boxes yet. Then we better get eyes out there quick like. Tickman Underfoot, you're fresh for a run, ain't you? Yes, I am. Come on, Colt. I'll race you out to the checkpoint. Oh, he thinks he's fast. He ain't fast. I'll show him fast. Where we headed? Speak with Pamahu near the Lithorian checkpoint. Alright, so let's get out there and then we'll just run down. Grinners in the mist. You put it back on the fence so y'all can read it if you wish. And we're going. Jump, jump. See, he's running and I'm riding a choo-choo, so that means I'm gonna beat him there. All these goblins don't know nothing. And looks like we're heading to the checkpoint. I've been here before. Gobule. Oh, he's flying. He's gonna win. Oh, he's hiding behind a rock. How did he get here already? Alright, Permi Hamu. Ooh. I won our race. You owe me a pint, Tickman. Japs aside, though, looks like the Kepti was right about the cargo. From what I've been able to catch from them swads at the gate, it seems a peddler was bonded for carrying goods, what was known to be aboard that transport. They carried the poor sod away in change, but the cargo itself is still here. I saw a pair of jackets carrying boxes up that wooden ramp. We need to know what's in them crates. I get the feeling that they won't open their gants for the asking, though. Not while this fool's challenge is going on. Do you think you could suck over there and see if they found them treasures yet? Sure. You sneak on over. They won't even see me. Do-do-do. Just wandering. I don't want to fight you, Yellow Jackets. 2 Yellow Jacket soldiers are inspecting the seized cargo. Approach them while cloaked by your hide ability to attempt to listen to their progress. The Yellow Jackets are discussing the contents of the crates. This is all junk. No diamond, no earrings, no bloody black sarcophagus. Looks like we'll have to lean hard on that skinny peddler before to find them treasures. Sergeant says the merchants still pleading ignorance, claims he was hired to carry these goods through the checkpoint and not else. What a pile of pogo shite. I'm guessing the pirates split the cargo and are trying their luck at every checkpoint. Captain Miller's already given orders to double the guard and inspect every cart and wagon before it comes through. Alright, so it's not here, so we're out of here. We don't need to hide no more. They don't see me. Huh, so they found not of value, eh? Bane. Thought we lost the contest before we even properly started. But, be that as it may, something don't add up here. Why would he order a call to carry the goods through the checkpoint? No smugglers that daft, surely. And even if by some miracle all the goods we skimmered through the Garlean without raising a fuss, why would you risk taking merchants back to the city what ye plotted it from? No, there's a bigger picture here, and we'll need to take a step back to see it. Assuming the Curs hired this peddler to do their dirty work, there'll be someone in the shadows as brokered the deal. And I just happen to know a cove what makes it his business to oversee these kinds of shady arrangements. The thing is, the black market bloke changes his haunts depending on how the breeze blows. Quite literally, in fact. I seem to recall the Navigator's Veil being shifted by westerly this morning. So that'll put him at Tiller's Rests, nice and closed. Why don't we go ask him a few questions before we head back to the guild? Very well, we'll ask him some questions. Where is he? Ooh, right up there. Ooh, is that a volcano? Maybe. No fates today. No fates. Alright, so we're going to go talk to another seller. There are no goods there. I have a good feeling about this. I just don't wonder what we're going to get today. The diamond, the earrings, or sarcophagus. This is level 20. There's 3 items, so we're going to have a 25 quest and a 30 quest. So that's 3 quests. So I think it's going to be spread out. But we'll find out here soon. First, let's talk to this black marketeer. I pride myself on my memory for faces, but yours is unknown to me. Are you an earnest customer or an inquisitive annoyance? I must be sure of your intentions. Oh. Queen Plucker, huh? Did I get anything? I don't know if I got anything from him. Alright. You've had your fun. You've sent your guys on me. Now, do you want to talk? Gahawees. The dance is old, but the name is new. Put away your daggers, rogue. I have peddled my wares to your kind since the upright thieves stalked the night. Speak, what would you have of this humble merchant? Still tormenting the coils and ingratitude? You come for information on a smuggling job. There was this peddler that was caught at the Litharian checkpoint moving merchandise for the Garlean Curs. Pleaded innocent even when he had the screws put to him. You wouldn't know aught about that deal, would ye? Every last sordid detail, not a single grain of stolen sand passes through the shadows without my knowledge. But such prickly wisdom lodges tightly in one's throat. What have you brought to ease the pain of its passage? Spare me the theatrics, granted. Here's your usual purse. The sum is paid, the deal is made. May my answer state your fickle hunger. Your hapless peddler was indeed innocent. He was but a beast of burden employed by associates of the grinning curs, and likely knew not of his freight's tainted nature. A pawn, if you will, a convenient decoy. There are those amongst my acquaintances who specialize in providing such services. Ah, that's what I thought. The curs wanted that coal to get caught, and now the jackals have had a taste. They want their time yafflin every shite pie what comes through their checkpoints. Meanwhile, the real treasures are hidden away in the dark man's, along with the Grinners curs. Not the dark man's, Master Rogue, the mist. Aside from the traveling merchant, the curs associate have spent coin on another piece for this little game. A navigator, one who is practiced in piloting a vessel through the Doxy's pool. The Doxies? The gods only know how many ships sailed into that fog, soup, and never came out again. And that's where you say the curs have gone to ground? Now there's a trick what took some bullets. Once their haunted tub was sitting dimmer in the mist, though. It would have been easy to have these associates of theirs ferry the junk goods to Lanosa. Then, the Canary Coves just need to wait for the peddler to get bored and draw the glazes of all the Yellow Jackets inland. We need to strike now. As soon as they learn the coast is clear, they'll flee for open waters. A fair appraiser of events. Now that you know the location of your marks, however, it will not be so difficult to track them down. The Doxy's Pool was once an impenetrable shroud, but ever since the calamity, the mists are far less constrained. Narrow your search to the heaviest banks, and you'll soon uncover those who wish to remain unseen. But now, a warning. The mists conceal other dangers besides the dogs you seek. A careless step may land you upon the chopping block. Chopping block? You can't mean... Can't mean what? Seems I found myself another lead to look into. You hurry on back to Jackie and tell him what we've learned so far. Oh man, I wanted to go stab some people. I want to go back and talk. But looks like I have to go back and talk. Away we go. Farmer in need, farmer indeed. Alright, where is that? Fisherman's Guild. Use them as the points. And away we go. Jackie! Jackie! Just let everybody know what's going on. Alright, Jackie. About time, lad. You was gone so long, almost sent the stray after you. What happened to Underfoot? Alright, tell him the story. So our marks and their Brit and Baubles are snug inside the Doxy's pull, eh? I'll not discount the old man's warning, but we may not have a binaire chance to crash the curves and grab them treasures. We board their ship right now, you, me, and Verbeek. I suppose we'll be needing ourselves a tub for the voyage. I've had wins with Sunctus, and see what the dry docks can spare us by way of a ship and a reliable crew. Get your kit together and meet us there. Oh, my kit's together. I'm ready to go. Alright, so meet him at the Mulberry Dry Docks again. Awesome. Where are we going? Are we finally going out to the island that we have not been able to get to? No, that's the Isle of Umbra. That's a dungeon. Maybe we're going to Hillsbrook Island. I don't know, I'm running into stuff. Alright, Jackie, let's do it. Alright, Tickman, I pulled in some favors, and there's a crew to get us close enough to scamper aboard Cole's vessel. It'll be cramped up on that deck. If we try to mill the whole lot at once, we'll soon find ourselves up against the rails. So we go in quick and quiet and try to knock them off a few at a time. Well, Colt, are you eager to test your sea legs? Yes, I am. Let's get. Big old ship. Alright, so I'm hidden. Defeat the Grinners guards. Right, no one sees us so far, let's get to work. I'll send my stabbers and captain. Those two back there is yours. Follow me, Tickman. Alright. Can we hide again? We can't hide again. And then we're going right here. Okay, she's going up here. Alright, Cutter. We're going down. Start knocking them out. That's the captain, eh? See if we can't get some loot out of him. Uh-oh, let the growlers off the chain. What does that even mean? Alright, I guess I'm gonna fight the growler. Me and her are. Alright, don't you die on me. Get out the way. There we go. Growler's going down. We've already hit him with the loot chest. And he's dead. Oh, that was easy. Jackie, I found me one of them treasures. Unless there's another fist-sized blue diamond on board, it's gotta be the Central Star. As for the other two baubles, I've tossed the cabins and been through the hold, M by M, but there's naught else here. Well, well, just have to ask the sweet lake, won't we? Spit it out, Cure. Where are you keeping the rest of your treasure? Huh, think I'd spill me guts for the likes of you, rogue? Maybe you wouldn't, at that, but what about this partner you're working with? Audie, you don't need no partner. So you're telling me this was all your own idea? You woke up one and decided you'd attack at Maelstrom Transport right off the coast of Airport, then disappear into the loving embrace of the Doxy's Pull? Not exactly your style, is it? The Grinners curs are too bleeding famous for being the crew that turned their snouts up at privateering in favor of keeping their old ways. You've only escaped the Yellow Jacket's grip this long by crawling on your bellies and snatching scraps, what fell from the table. You ain't the type to sink your teeth into a Navy-owned vessel, no matter the prize. Aye, well, maybe there ain't no profit in being cautious no more. The age of pirates is swift coming to an end. My web won't be stopped, not by piddling little crew like mine. Look at that gigantic boat they're on. That's why we've thrown our lot in with the executioners. Oh, that blue rock was just our share of the loot. The scraps from the table, like you said. If you wanted them other trinkets, then you're able to take it up with our new mates. One job at a time, lad. First, we need to get these stinking coves and their tub back to the docks. Navy's got themselves a new ship. Alright, we're back at the docks. There's our captives. Jackie, what is the next step? Putting aside the issue of who gave the orders, there's no doubt that these was the codes as raided that Maelstrom ship. Now for the punishment, what fits the crime? I was informed that a certain well-known pirate ship was spotted weighing anchor at the Mulberry dry docks. I assume this was your work? Ah, you missed all the excitement, Captain. But never you mind, the Solarian Star is back, and Bob is in our sneaky little fambles. Huh. And these must be the grinning curs? Degenerate fiends. How dare you ply your filthy trade in Lamo's wares? How many innocent sailors were massacred that you might state your vile avarice? Every one of your kind ought to be lined up and shot. A musket ball is the only answer for this rampant display of lawlessness. Wait. Do you mean to just execute him here on the bloody docks? At least take the buggers into custody first. Hand them over to ye for lawful punishment. Satisfy the demands of the code just as well. We've already got the answers to our questions, so feel free to take them away. Do not presume to give me orders, rogue. You only managed to capture these villains and their ill-gotten treasures by employing unsavory and unconscriptable means. Why, you're not more than a pirate yourselves. These bastards aren't worth a true pirate's spit. The upright thieves were sworn to protect us from ourselves. Now they're just utting dogs for the admiral. Marweb yanks the leash, and another buccaneer disappears. You rogues are traitors to your own kind. If it hadn't been for you... Aye, go on then. Blame me and my codes for ye own failures. You know what ye was about when you defied the code. You knew that we'd be after ye. We're done here. There are still 2 treasures left, rogue, and I mean to claim them both. I'd reconsider the contest of yours, Captain. Turns out this fish we're trying to hook is a shark, and it might just swallow ye whole. Probably would, that little thing. Oh, now we gotta head back to the guild. Alright, more talking. Ooh, I forgot to look at my rewards, didn't I? Maybe I did, I just don't remember. Net fishermen's. Alright. So we've got our first piece of the pie. We got 2 more to go. You looking to head inside? I sure am. I'm thinking we're going to get 2 of the 3. I'm thinking the Maelstrom Yellow Jackets is going to get the next one. And then we'll get the 3rd one to win the contest. That's my prediction. Ben Beanie work on that ship, Tickman. First blood is ours. How'd ye take to fighting at sea? There are a few as can drop an opponent as quick as a rogue. But mind ye, don't exhaust yourself just flailing your blades at the tougher coves. And that goes double for when your mates are on your flanks. If you notice yourself starting to flag, there's not wrong with pulling back from time to time and staggering your attacks with each other to keep the pressure on. I've said it afore, Colt, but I need you sharp enough to carve steel for what's to come. I'm afraid this would be more of a challenge than what that little shrew was bargaining for. That assuming the curs wasn't lying about the executioners. And the executioners, who I bloody think they are, twixt you and me, though. I'm hoping the name is just some laughable coincidence. And that's it. We got our iron daggers and gloves. And that completes the first quest. Let's make sure them daggers are not an upgrade, which they are not. Still sitting at 22, which is good enough for me. And that is it for me today. So thanks for joining me. We'll be back tomorrow for Sweet Sorrows. Until then, y'all take care.